Hey guys, this is Alex. Today I wanted to talk about sandwiches. So how many of you guys like sandwiches? I like sandwiches. I like them a lot. I make them in my lunch a lot of times that I bring with me to work, or sometimes if I'm just sitting at home and I'm hungry, I make a good sandwich. Sandwiches are yummy. So today we're going to make a sandwich, a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Have you ever had a peanut butter and banana sandwich? It's one of my favorites. It's a good one. I like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. If you don't like peanut butter, this also works with marshmallow fluff or anything sticky. So first thing you need is bread. Could be any kind of bread. You gotta get the bread out. You need 2 pieces of bread for our sandwich. And the bread is going to represent us. Alright, we'll start with the peanut butter. I really like peanut butter. It's good. It smells good too. So the peanut butter represents God's love. So I like a lot of peanut butter. I also like a lot of God's love. So we're going to put a lot of this on our sandwich. Whoa, that's a big one. Because peanut butter is good and God's love is even better. Lots and lots of peanut butter. It's really sticky. So peanut butter is very, very sticky. See, I've already gotten some on my fingers. Very sticky. God's love is also very, very sticky. It sticks to us. We're going to talk about that more in a bit. Do you think that's enough peanut butter? That's a lot of peanut butter. It's all over my hands. Alright. I'm going to make a mess. There we go. Alright, next we'll do the bananas. You actually just need 1 banana. That'll be good enough. I'm going to use the same knife to help cut it open. There we go. So you can peel the banana. And get rid of that. And we're going to slice it into little slices like this. Now, we're losing some. Bananas are actually my favorite fruit. I like how they taste. I think they're very sweet and delicious. Get back over here. Bananas are yummy. Woo, there we go. So our bananas are going to represent the things that happen in our lives. So some things could be you do your chores for your parents. That could be something that happens. So we'll put a couple of chores down. Another thing, you go to school. Something that happened recently was that some schools got closed. So that's something that happened in our lives. A couple schools got closed. Let's see, what else happened in your lives? Maybe it could be that you got in a fight with your brother or sister. How many of you guys have ever gotten a fight with your brother or sister? I have. Or your mom and your dad. That's another thing that can happen. One thing that's happening in our lives right now is the coronavirus. So that's affecting us in many ways. We'll put a couple bananas down for that one. One thing could be that you disobey your parents. That's something that can happen. That's not a good thing. So we have a lot of things that happen in our lives. And now they're all on our bread like this. And we have a lot of God's love on our other piece. You know what? I don't think we have enough God's love. We'll put more of that on here. Because I like a lot of God's love. We'll put a little bit more on there. Very, very sticky peanut butter. Sticky, sticky. There we go. All right. Does that look better? Yeah, that's a lot more peanut butter. I like peanut butter a lot. Okay, so the bread represents us. The peanut butter represents God's love. And the bananas represent the things that happen in our lives. Good or bad things, just things that happen. So, peanut butter, like we talked about, is very, very sticky, like God's love. Have you ever tried to put peanut butter on a sandwich and then take it off? It doesn't go very well. Let's see, do you think I can get all of this peanut butter off here? Let's see if we can try. We can take it back off. Oh no! I'm getting it all over. There is so much of it. So even when you try to take peanut butter off of a piece of bread, you can't get all of it off because it's so sticky and it sticks to it. See, I'm trying to scrape it off and it's not all coming off. It's sticking to the bread. And you know what? Instead of going back in the jar, it's getting all over my fingers. So that's kind of like God's love too. It doesn't go away. It just sticks to you. And you can't get it to come off, which is good because we like God's love. It's a good thing. So I'm going to give up on trying to get this to come off because it doesn't work so well. So we're going to put a little bit more back on so we can have a good sandwich. Lots of God's love. Ah, I'm getting it all over my peanut butter jar too, and my fingers. This is very sticky. All right, maybe a little bit more. It's good. All right, so that's enough peanut butter. Let's open our Bibles with my very sticky hands. Let's go to Romans chapter 8 has a verse that I want to read to you that reminds me of, it talks about God's love. So Romans chapter 8 verse 38 says, "And I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today nor our worries about tomorrow, not even the powers of hell can separate us from God's love." So nothing can, oh, I got peanut butter on my Bible there. Nothing can separate us from God's love. That's what this is saying. And that's awesome. That's just like our piece of bread. No matter how much I tried to scrape the peanut butter off, it didn't come off. And it just kept getting all over my hands. Just like God's love. God's love doesn't ever leave us. It just keeps spreading to other people. When we share God's love with other people, it gets all over them too, which is super cool about God's love. All right, but what about our bananas? So our bananas were the things that happen in our lives, like making new friends or going to school or doing our chores, or even the bad things that happen, like when we get in fights with our parents or our siblings, when we argue, or the coronavirus. That was another bad thing that happened. So these are all the things that happen that people think separate us from God's love, but we just read that nothing can separate us from God's love. So, the things in our lives, they might be here for a while. We might be mad at our brother or sister for a little bit. We might be mad at our friend for a little bit. We might be a little hurt about what they said. Or with the coronavirus, we might have to stay out of school for a little bit. We might have to stay at home for a little bit longer. But the cool thing about the bananas is they're not sticky like the peanut butter. So they're not going to last forever. So eventually, they'll go away and they'll start to fall off. Whoop! And we'll be able to go to school again. And we'll be able to see our friends again. And we won't be angry with each other anymore until they're gone. So they're not going to last forever. They're just things that happen. But the one thing that does last forever is God's love for us, which is very sticky. So, that's our lesson for today. You can try to make this yourself and enjoy a nice peanut butter banana sandwich. I know I'm going to have that right now. It looks very delicious. It's very sticky. Very, very sticky. But it's good. And it's all over. So, let's close in prayer. Will you guys please bow your heads and pray with me? Dear God, thank you for loving us so much. Thank you for loving us even when bad things happen in our lives. And thank you that nothing can ever separate us from your love. Amen. Thank you, guys.